If you have someone in your life that's struggling with gut issues, chances are they're finding it really, really hard to talk to you about it because it can be awkward, it can be embarrassing, it can feel, like a topic you just don't want to get into. And sometimes it can lead to a lot of misunderstandings because that person might be feeling very misunderstood, feeling very guilty because of canceled plans and all of these things. So in this video, I'm going to explain 11 things you need to know about your friend with IBS. If you're new here, by the way, I'm Christine Lensberg, health enthusiast turned IBS coach, now working to break the stigmas around all these things that are, well, less than glamorous. So I hope that this video will bring a little bit more clarity to you on what this friend or family member is going through and how you can best support them on their journey. Number 1. No, it's not the same thing as that stomach flu you had on holiday once. And when you say that, it can be really hurtful because living with IBS is like having that stomach flu all day, every day for life. Downplaying their pain might cause your friend to get defensive or feel hurt because as much as they appreciate you wanting to understand, you really can't unless you've kind of walked in their shoes and felt the horror of IBS on your body firsthand. Number 2, if your friend with IBS keeps canceling plans and you're getting sick of it, please, please, please don't stop inviting them because even if they say no or they cancel at the last minute, just getting the invitation can mean so much more to them than you can even imagine because they're probably already feeling devastated that they're missing out on all of the fun things in life. So just being invited and knowing that they're invited, they will be missed and they're not forgotten. Sometimes that can mean everything. Number 3, IBS is an invisible illness, and living with an invisible illness means that your friend might be feeling misunderstood a lot. Even if you can't see it, they might be dealing with crippling pain and anxiety, which can make it really hard for them to show up in the way that they'd like to. Sometimes they feel like they're a terrible friend for not being able to be there for you. Most times they feel flaky and unreliable for exactly the same reason, but please know that it's not that they don't want to be there. It's just that IBS is unpredictable. It shows up uninvited with debilitating symptoms at the most inconvenient times. Number 4. As much as your friend with IBS wants to get better, they don't need you to fix anything. And most of the time, it's better if you don't try to. But they need hugs, they need girls' nights and sweatpants, and just to know that you're there and you care and you won't judge regardless of their condition or how many new diet plans or treatments or whatever they might try. Number 5. IBS is so unpredictable and your friend can probably have one thing for dinner today and be totally fine and then have the same exact thing for dinner next week or even the next day and have a full-on complete violent flare-up. And your friend is probably just as confused as you are, but please know that they're not making it up or being dramatic. IBS can be totally random sometimes, so try not to judge if your friend chooses to eat something that is not ideal. They're probably just making the best decision that they can from whatever situation they're in, and adding blame or kind of probing questions is probably going to just add to their anxiety and stress and make them feel even worse. Number 6 is a quick one. If they say I need the bathroom, they mean I need the bathroom now. Number 7, yoga. I love yoga too, and it's definitely helped me in a lot of stages of my life, and it definitely works for a lot of people, but yoga doesn't fix everything, and chances are your friend has probably tried it already without getting relief, and potentially also getting tired of everybody suddenly having an opinion on how they should solve their issues. Something that works for your Aunt Carol probably won't work for your friend because everybody's symptoms and triggers are different when it comes to IBS. Number 8 is your chance to be a super supportive friend for your friend with IBS because dinner, drinks, or other kind of social settings around food can be really challenging with IBS. So if you want to be supportive, try inviting your friend to some kind of activity that doesn't involve food and ideally somewhere with a clean toilet nearby, just in case. Number 9, IBS conversations can be pretty awkward because, well, poop and diarrhea and constipation and bloating and gas and acid reflux and all of these things are pretty unglamorous topics. So if your friend does try to open up to you about this and talk to you about it, make sure that you listen without judgment. Maybe also do some research on your own to try to kind of understand a little bit better what IBS is and how it is to live with it. And don't ask any questions that you don't want the answers to. Number 10, having IBS often means you end up feeling like a burden or the difficult one, because a lot of people with IBS have special needs or requirements in terms of what they can and can't do. This can look like not being able to eat certain foods or in certain restaurants, having to stop for frequent toilet breaks if you're traveling somewhere, canceling plans last minute. Lippy, my daughter. Not being able to attend certain events or leaving early, not feeling comfortable being intimate with your partner, leaving a meeting in a rush because you need to go and use the bathroom. The list goes on and on. And your IBS friend probably feels terrible about this already, so the more understanding you can be, the better. And the final number, 11. So IBS is a physical condition, but it also affects our mental health in a big way. And many people who are struggling with IBS are also dealing with anxiety, depression, panic attacks, and many are also struggling with this in silence and on their own, because it can be really, really tough to open up and be vulnerable and talk about it. So even if your friend seems fine, make sure to check in on them and let them know that you're there for them if they ever need anything. And don't be afraid to say the wrong thing, because just being there and making sure that they know that they have that support can go such a long way. So if you have a friend or a family member or maybe a colleague with IBS, maybe just cut them some extra slack. Just remember that there's probably a lot going on behind the scenes that they're already struggling a lot with. And if you yourself have IBS, make sure to send this video to your friends and family so that they can understand a little bit more about what you're going through and what you need from them in terms of support and understanding. And maybe you don't even have to have those awkward conversations in person anymore. That's it for this video. Make sure to comment below if there's anything that you feel I missed or that I didn't include in this video that could be helpful for other people to know. Comment that below, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.